Hello, hello! Today I am going to do something different. I'm going to paint a miniature and a still life. It's just a simple kitchen scene, like this. This painting is going to be challenging because, first of all, because it's a miniature painting, and also because it involves a lot of drawing, especially the coffee maker. So that's why you don't see any paint or paint thinner on my table right now. What I have is just my reference photo, pencil, and kneaded eraser. Or you can use any eraser that you have. Think about this one too. This is a very traditional composition, which reminds the letter L, and I think I will probably okay, let's think about what we want to make more important, the coffee maker or the plate. Since I baked these pastries by myself, I think that I will make the plate as a main player on my painting. So I will locate my composition horizontally. So, okay. The plate will be located somewhere here, maybe. And the coffee will be located here. Some of the corners, some of the edges of my plate are cut on my photo, but by looking at the photo, I see that the ellipse is pretty open, so we look at our plate from above. So let's just try and throw something here, something that we can start with. Let it be an ellipse like this. Okay, this will be the inner ellipse of the plate. Okay, now let's compare, let's check if we did the right job. So we will take the middle line, so we see that the middle line of the ellipse is here. We will measure its length, and we will compare with the length of the middle line, which goes vertically. And we see that it takes, so the line goes somewhere here, almost a half, just maybe a little bit more than a half. Let's see if we have the same proportions here. It's about right, I think. Yep. Okay, now we're doing the same with, actually it's even easier with the outer edges, because we can just draw the straight lines. So the middle of the plate, the real middle, if we take away the perspective, because if we will rotate the plate like this, we will see that the middle will be somewhere closer to us, will be somewhere here. We can keep this in mind. So we should make sure that this side and this side are equal, like this. Okay, this line crosses this edge, and we can just put a pencil and see how it goes, like at which angle. So this is 90 degrees and we will rotate a little bit. This is 40 degrees, so it's somewhere between, closer to 90, like 11 o'clock maybe, right? So like this, it will be 90 degree, and it's at 11 o'clock, so we go with that. Okay, so 90 degree and 11 o'clock. Maybe we should go a little bit further from that. Okay. Now this edge is located a little bit okay, so we don't see where this side ends, and I made an assumption that it will end here, which wasn't quite right. These align with each other, should be on the same level. So like this. Since they're on the same level, then the lengths should be equal. We measure this length and we see that this should end somewhere here. Oh no. So this line is above this ridge. This ridge okay. Now we continue. Okay. Here I'm just making my best guess. The line of the circle is here, and the top of the angle is a little bit to the right, so it should be somewhere here. So it goes to the perspective. It should be something like this. So this goes to the perspective. Okay, so we have a drawing like that. Let's erase some extra lines and see how it looks like. I think this should go, okay, so this is 90 degrees. It should go a little bit more vertical towards this. So one is sticking out from here, the other one is sticking out from here, and here's the third one, which covers the entire segment here, and the other one is appearing here, and they just overlap each other. And I look how much they overlap and the relationships between these objects. Pastry overlaps it a little bit. I'm taking my best guess where the highest point of this coffee maker will be. I think it will be somewhere here. And it ends here. Okay, and I'm just sketching out the shape very lightly. So the middle is sort of a waistline for this coffee dish. Would be right in the middle, and everything else rises above. It looks like a dress a little bit. Okay, now I think we can see if our proportions are correct. I'm measuring the highest point and the lowest on my photo, and let's compare it to the inner circle. It will be our constanta. So, and it falls right here, like where we can see this edge. Let's compare if we did it right with this and with this. I think it's about right. Okay, now let's compare the width. The widest part will take it will take this length. This is the widest part, and it will take, I am not including the handler, measuring the body itself, and it looks correct. So it takes this point and the point where the waist ends. You see? Actually, it should be not where it ends, it should be right in the middle of the waist. So it means that I should make mine a little bit narrow, just a millimeter, just a little bit. I'm trying to go as precise as I can here, since it's because I decided to make it so pretty precise painting. That was my goal. This one. And the width of the bottom is the same as the width of the top. So this is the width of the top, and this is the width of the bottom. And don't forget that this is an ellipse. This is an ellipse. This is two. Let's check the angle. So this is the straight angle, 90%, and this will be again about 11 This looks a lot, right? Okay, now we can add the details. It takes almost a half of this shape. And I'm looking at the negative space again, how it looks like. Well, the handle is maybe not something that we be super precise about. Okay, we see that one of the ribs of this dish are located right at the center, so we can leave our center